at Continental Office Furniture selling commercial furniture. One of the guys on our team, he had a Mercedes Benz, and I just thought it was the coolest car in the whole world. And I was like, one of these days I'm going to make enough money to get one of those.
Yeah.
And so I would ask him some questions about his business, about his practice, the way that he went about, organizing his day, because I figured, well, he's successful and he's able to afford a car like that because of the things that he's doing. And so what I did, I took notes, I listened to him, he let me go with him on some of his calls. And what I realized is that he had a process that he used where, he made his customers feel like they were the most important people in the room at any point in time. And because of that, he was able to sell the products that he was selling, and he was able to use that money to invest in a variety of business opportunities that then provided him with the opportunity to buy the kind of car he wanted. And so here's the rest of the story. He decided he was going to upgrade and get another car, so he offered to sell me his car. But in order for me to buy his car, I had to have a certain amount of money. So I started thinking about, okay, well, what am I going to need to do? Because we were commission salespeople, meaning, we didn't get paid until we sold product. It wasn't like I was getting a salary and just showing up at work every day. So I had to run and hustle, almost just like playing basketball, trying to get a basket so I could get a win, right? And so I followed his process. And what I found was, not only was it rewarding to me from a financial standpoint, it earned me some friendships that I still hold to this day, because when you are being intentional, you are also being authentic. And I do think that in the culture that we're a part of, that I would argue is often very artificial because it doesn't really exist in real life, authenticity can sometimes get lost. And when people are being really honest, and when I say being honest, I'm not just talking about, honest in terms of truth telling, but being willing to be vulnerable, to say, yes, I have feelings. Yes, I hurt. Yes, I've got some challenges and I'm not sure how I'm going to overcome them. To be willing to ask for help. I mean, so many times it's especially true for young men, but it's often true for people who come from communities of color, where we don't want to ask for help because we're afraid that people are going to think that we're weak.
Yes.
And worse than that, we don't believe enough in ourselves to know that a lot of times answers are already within us.
Yes.
But because we don't work from a plan, we don't really have any intentions. It's almost like running in place. We're not really going anywhere. And that can be frustrating when you don't know how to get out of your own way.